motion and a second to approve the minutes for 06/16/22. All in favor?
Aye. And I make a motion to approve 06/21/22.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes for 06/21/22. All in favor?
Aye.
And then we'll table the approval for 06/29 until the next meeting,
Okay.
next regular meeting. Okay. Approved claims, 05.
Make a motion to approve claims for May 2022
I'll second
and
that.
June 2022. Can we do both?
We should do them individually.
Okay. May 2022.
Yeah, I'll second May.
We have a motion and a second to approve claims for 05/22. All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve claims for June 2022.
We have, did you get a second?
I'll second. June.
We have a motion and a second to approve 06/22. All in favor?
Aye.
Lacey, how's your fingers doing? Just a quick go.
Well, it's not popping open anymore.
I'm gonna say that was a lot coming at your hands.
Okay, approve our payroll summary.
I make a motion to approve the payroll there and every cent.
And I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve our payroll summary. All in favor?
Aye.
New business. Evaluate water charges for flood victims. I think that just my thoughts here, kicking it out here for the council to look at is, I think that everybody on the east side of the tracks should get a month's free water bill.
You get one?
The one free, one.
A free month free.
I don't see that would be too much to ask.
Month free water bill.
I would agree.
My input on that was, I was thinking doing the cut rate for 2 months, but one lump sum I think is gonna help somebody a lot better than kicking $45 down the road. So I agree with that.
Now, is this, you guys, you know, not, we're looking at the water. You guys think we need to add the sewer into that?
A lot of people that have no sewer for quite a while anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The only thing I would say we have to leave, just because that was our monthly due with Republic, is the garbage.
Yeah.
And Garley and Burn showed up, I mean, it was getting.
Do we have an idea, Lacey, of how much money we're talking about giving up in the city coffers if we
If you do it.
eliminate
That's
both
what I was
water and
just-
sewer below the highway?
About
What's
half.
the
Yeah,
dollar?
it will be about half.
What's the dollar number?
And that's,
If you got 100 homes that say knock it down to $100 a whack.
Jay, do you know about how many are on that side?
There's about 100 homes.
Meters?
100?
There's 100
100.
homes.
Okay,
Okay.
so,
What is our water sewer?
so water is around like 45 at the
It's
low.
4,500.
Basic, yeah, and then the
And
sewer.
then sewer is always 67.
So
Unless it's
so
in
we're
out.
talking about $11,000 if the city's willing to give up. Can we do that and still survive?
That's the other thing, is that we're gonna make our bills.
I would like to
Because we
ask
got
that
bills to
guy
pay.
tomorrow. But I don't know
Well,
if
we
that
can't
would
depend
count.
on the government.
Well, no.
No, we can't depend on them giving us anything. I do know that we make, in our water sewer funds, we do fairly
Have
well.
some
We have some-
leverage
We have some
Yeah.
leverage, yes. And with
Right.
everybody that started paying their bills,
that helps.
Yeah.
you know, it's really helped.
Well, and if you think about it, there's the few people that I've been fighting, trying to get to, whose bills are almost that much in themselves. So it's really not, and they got lien letters now. So
They did,
it might, yes, I did get the lien letters out.
before this hit.
Well, during,
Oh, really?
it was, they had to be
Good.
postmarked by the 7th of July, and I got them in there
Good,
the 7th of
good.
July. I gotta finish the rest of the reports with it for the county, but I did get them sent out.
Wow.
Okay.
So hopefully, and I did find the correct owner for those places up on Cactus.
Okay.
So hopefully we will get that eventually resolved here. 'cause
So if
that's
we give
a
up
lot of money.
$11,000, you promise to get all of it back.
Thomas,
We might need an unfortunate accident, no.
So, in my opinion, I would say if we're all in agreement on this, we give her a couple days to kind of kick through and see, can we truly weather the storm? And if we can weather the storm, we move forward. And if not, even if we go at 50% and it's kind of like when it comes to Christmas time, you don't pay this bill because you gotta buy presents, and we can do it for 2 months at 50, just to help us make our monthly bills.
Nate, I think that we've always said that we had money in the water and sewer. If we had that much money in the general fund, we'd be rocking.
Yeah.
Which is true, but yeah, my biggest worry is when DEQ comes down, if they say our coordinator's not up to snuff and they shut us down and we
yeah.
got open the checkbook, that could be a big kick in the groin coming down the street. So that's one reason, if we can give it a little bit of time and see what comes down the pipe.
Well, and if it is to the point, like, maybe we could even if we could just go down to inactive rate,
Sure.
which
There you
is
go.
29.
Perfect.
And, I mean, of
It's
course, if
still
we
an
could do all of it, that
acknowledgement
would
of
be great.
what people are doing.
But-
So that would
Even if
be
we can-
29 instead of 45,
Mhm.
and the sewer would still be the same.
And sewer is
You
30.
have to keep it up there anyway, so.
I think inactive sewer is 35.
So instead of 110, it would be 65, 64.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Give everybody the inactive
Yeah.
rate, well, because it kind of is inactive.
Yeah, and then we're not breaking the actual rules that were set up for us.
Yeah, and I'm back on with MDU on the same, and they might do me inactive because they thought I'd been turned on for a month and they yet to even come out, so.
I have a question in the back.
Okay, we'll take the question.
On your question about that, I think everybody should be paying their trash bill, the garbage, that should be on. Then on your, on the water bill, on those people down in, let's say that side, just say, go by a percentage by not only about the people that are consistent with their paying their bill, but also maybe those that were mostly affected, where they needed extra water to clean and stuff like that. Cause see, just like with my bill, I paid my bill today, okay? Normally, it was like $4 or $5 more than what I normally pay. But we still pay, we're always consistent, she can verify that. But the thing is just, if you have a contention between people that maybe don't pay their bill on time and stuff like that, just go by a percentage maybe about, taking.
Well, see, what we're looking at and talking about now is, we have an inactive rate,
Yeah,
which is about less than half
yeah,
of what you guys would normally pay. And if the council agrees on that, then everybody for the next bill, which would come out the end of July,
Yeah, it's gonna have to be done.
then
now.
you would pay half a bill.
but I'm saying just,
But everybody down there would qualify, because you're all affected.
If you're saying overages, because obviously you gotta use more gallons to take care of the problem.
yeah, I mean.
But see, we're not even,
Doing overages.
we're not doing overages.
If you're current on your bill.
Yeah.
That took effect
As long as
already.
you come and tell me that you want to be signed up. Because then I have it recorded and it's easier for me to go in and adjust when the bill.
Okay, so now we're talking about two different
Yeah.
programs we
All right,
have.
I understand, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm not trying to mix you up.
let's isolate this. The first thing we're looking at is to help the people on that side of town with a water bill,
Right,
water sewer bill, because just don't have water, they haven't had sewer. So what we're talking about is cutting that to our non-active rates, which is, what was that?
29 for water.
29 and 35.
29 and 35, $64 instead of the $130,
Maybe it's 30.
whatever it is you pay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 65.
well, I have no problem paying a little bit more than that even, I'm just saying.
I know.
If you keep the
But
town
there's a
of
lot of people
Farnborough
that are in
going,
trouble.
I
A lot
don't
of
have no
people
problem
that are in
because, I mean,
Well, this is what we're trying to work out for everybody.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, as far as everybody having overage on our water for the summer. We talked about that last month. And if you call Lacey and put your name on a list, you will not receive additional charges on your water.
To keep your lawn up.
That's to keep your lawns up.
I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah.
Is everybody aware of that though? Because I heard a lot of people say they had no idea about that.
But only the people who are in good standings with their bills.
Yeah, but
well,
what
they-
she's saying is,
We haven't.
there's a lot of people out there that are in good standing that don't even know that that program
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
Well, I sent the letters out
Okay, you did.
to the ones that are
Okay.
in good standings. And
Okay.
I know I sent them to you.
No,
And
you
you're
have
already
them.
on the list
I'm,
anyway.
I'm already on the list, but I'm a renter, which means I don't get a water bill from you guys, nor do I have to pay one. It goes to my landlord, and I have not received one from my landlord. That is the problem with not everybody
that's-
getting information from this town.
Right.
They send it through mail. As a renter, I have no reason to go to the post office if I don't have a PO box here.
There you are.
Okay, that's the best way to.
So it needs to be
That
posted in
sounds
other
right.
locations, or go door to door if you know that they're
Put it
good
on our
standing.
website.
Yep. Yeah. If we got a website.
We have one.
We have one, it's just not for.
Okay.
Question over there, Tim?
Yes.
So if we had overages on our bill and we already paid it, can we get our money back?
Did you put your name on
Probably.
it?
Well,
I put my name on the list a
And it
long
didn't
time
start till
ago
July.
and then the
Okay, so
letter
it
never
started
came
in
out.
July.
It started the 1st of July.
So you wouldn't have qualified last month because it wasn't working, wasn't going. This is the first full month that it's been in
So
phase.
any overages that are on there
On the next.
are not,
On
will
our
be on
next
the
bill.
next one?
If you sign up and if you're in good standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's two stipulations.
Of
You
course.
have to sign up and you have to be in good standing. If you have a delinquent bill that you owe the town, we're not gonna do it. We're just gonna try to encourage you to bring it up to speed, and then you can take advantage of that.
Yes.
And if this works, it's gonna be again next year.
Well, and I also put it on all the bills at the bottom, that it was available. But I only sent the letter out to the people that were in good
Yeah.
standing.
And that own the property.
But I wish there was a way I could like highlight that on the bill in the computer so that it prints a different color or something, because nobody ever sees the things that I put on those. Ever.
That's human nature.
It used to be highlighted, because I worked at the post office, and it said when you got a shut off, it was highlighted. Somebody took a
Oh,
yellow
well, she
highlighter
probably
and
has.
highlighted it.
By hand.
Yep.
But the shut off amount is not as high as the whole pile.
Okay. We had a question over here. Yes, go ahead.
I'm just wondering about people that have lost everything and they're not gonna have water and sewer on for quite a long time. If there's,
Well, if your water and sewer are not on, then you need to get a hold of Lacey and tell her. And that way, she documents in the computer that you're under, that you don't have it. Then you get the,
Work order. Just get the basic.
But what
the
she's
basic rate.
saying is that why should he have to pay if he literally can't use it?
Because
Like,
now
it
the
doesn't
town
matter.
has to keep going. We have to
Well,
survive.
We have a town ordinance that states that every lot owner, everybody that owns a lot in the city of Fombury has to pay a water sewer bill.
Even if they're not
Even
pulling
if-
water out of it.
Even if
Or
there's no
using
house
the
on
sewer.
it or anything there, they have to pay a water bill.
There's also state law that you have to provide adequate water for us to pay.
but most of the time, people would
And
have
it's
that choice, whether
No.
they wanna be active or not.
They choose
They
whether
have
they
a
want to be
choice
active or not.
if they wanna be active. Larry doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have a choice. He can't be active even if he wanted to be.
Well, then, whatever he has to do to become active. I don't know.
Yeah, tomorrow?
I don't know how to do that.
Well, it would just go to is if, the way that would trickle down is, it would be as if he owned just a simple lot with nothing on it. It'd be the inactive rate charge. Anybody else that owns a lot in town that does nothing. Correct?
Everybody in lot pays for it.
So it'd be the inactive rate. It would be, yeah, that's where that would go. So I mean, it's not like he's gonna get the full 140 a month. It would be, because he's not getting anything out
Inactive
of it.
rate.
That's what that
Yeah, but that's for people that have a choice to be inactive.
is.
I gutted my house and I didn't have a choice, I still had to pay $50 a month. Cause I had access to it when
And you
I'm ready
couldn't
to
live in
turn
it?
it on.
Yeah. Everybody, these lots, these empty lots you see here in town, they have to pay water.
Wasn't that so that it kept the water going, so if we had a fire, it maintained the
Right, that's
system,
part of
so if we had a fire,
So
then.
who's
Yeah.
paying the water bill over in the trailer park that nobody's able to move back into?
That's just added on to the owners.
Yeah, she still will have to pay it.
She still has to.
But
pay
if
it.
she doesn't call me back, I can't put them to inactive if she doesn't call me back to
Well,
tell me.
it goes to Lean.
Well,
Yeah.
true, but she's not behind, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put them to inactive until she tells me that they are inactive.
I would do that,
Because,
because that's
know.
just gonna make more work for you if you don't. If they're
There's still people living
inactive,
over there,
make them
at
inactive.
least one.
but how am I supposed to know who is actually inactive? Because now there's other people moving into one.
What?
There is.
Yes,
She rented one out
she rented one out
Aren't
already.
they condemned?
after she
There's a
threw
whole other mess.
everybody
starting.
out, she rented one out.
Really?
We're
Wow.
all up.
We were hoping that place was
Okay,
gone.
let's go ahead, let's just, yeah, let's not discuss that. We'll
Different
just have
terms.
How are you coming on that post office?
I'm
On
putting
the,
water meters in.
on the,
water meters in the post office?
they've got to, if there's more than one house here, we need to get water meters.
There's three.
Three.
There's three
I
apartments.
told you this over a month
I
ago.
know, I know. And it's up to Jay to work on that to be.
That's been 3 months.
Yeah.
I've been a little
He
busy.
should be setting up here.
Jay, put that on your list, or add it back on your list.
Okay.
'Cause we could gain a little revenue by doing that. Not just with them,
The
This
trailer parks
trailer
over.
That
trailer
one
park.
I have looked into and they are actually paying what they're supposed to be paying, except for the garbages. The garbages, they need to be paying for every garbage and they're not.
but we're
But their
$5,000
meters are
below
right.
for garbage, we need to.
Yeah, their meters are right, they are paying right for that, it's just the garbage left with those people,
Okay,
but they aren't paying.
okay.
Okay, so
But
back
yes,
to the
you're right.
topic
Thank
at hand. So what's our final decision
Yeah, I'm
for
about to get back.
water rates on the east side of town? Final decision?
My opinion is to go, to the half rate,
To the inactive rate?
inactive. Yep.
How falls suit on you? Everything.
Bill? Jim, another question?
Did you have a vote on that?
I'll say,
I
so
don't
we
even know if we got a vote to there, that's just.
need to have a vote.
Is there a vote in it?
Yeah. Let's,
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the council's opinion on the inactive rate for anything east of the highway
For the month of July.
for the month of July.
And I'll second that.
do we have a motion and a second to approve the inactive rates for all residences east of the highway in town? All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Now do we send out a notice to that effect,
Yeah, we
Yes.
probably should,
On there.
or a flyer or something, that we put on a doorknob or?
yeah. It might be easier since it's just half the town, and it would probably be cheaper to just go door to door,
Yeah.
Okay.
because stamps are like
Yeah.
running us in the hole.
Yeah, when people say mail something.
Or if we could get it online, that would help some,
Yeah.
but get it all these places and go door to door. You'll find probably half of the residents over here are empty right now.
Oh, that's true too, though, yeah, they're not going
Just print out like
Most of the door hangers,
And just tape.
if they have a door.
Yeah, scotch tape to
if they have a door.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Well, I'll put it in, I'll also put it in all the posting places too,
Okay.
and try to get it on Facebook.
Good, thank you.
Two, let's hope that between all of those, word gets around.
Okay, so now, the next up on the list is our boil order updates. Jay, would you kind of fill us in on where we're at with our boil order? I got a text message from Scott Miller today on that also.
So, I'm waiting for the phone number for the guy that runs DEQ. I'm gonna call him in the morning. I should be able to take 5 samples tomorrow morning. And then whatever the next day after tomorrow is, we should know.
Jim,
It should be lifted.
I talked to him already today.
No, I don't like this guy. That's not him. I'm talking about the head guy.
Or the whole shebang?
He's the one who had all the answers when I called.
No, I have Keegan's cell phone number.
And going off of what Scott was saying, I think it was on the same loop chain as on that. He got kicked down from being whatever was running this district. That's probably who you talked to as a district manager.
No.
Not even district, or was it?
No, I called DEQ, I called the governor's office, I've been in contact with Scott Miller, and I have the same information that Scott Miller had at 6 o'clock this evening, 3 o'clock this afternoon from Keegan. So,
So what did you come up with?
what he said was that we needed 12 samples cleared, we had 7, we need 5 more, and Scott Miller said that Jay would be sending in 5 more tomorrow. And then the guy who's supposed to be doing the level 2 inspection is getting called off of vacation and should be here later this week. And Keegan said hopefully within the week or the week after we'll be off a boil order. That's the information that I had at 3 o'clock this
Same
afternoon.
would be
Nice.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else on the oil order updates? We do have water. Did we get water down at the park, Jay?
Yeah.
There was a few
Okay, so we
cases
have-
when I drove through town down there.
Water down there, and there's a pallet of water up by the Methodist Church as well. Anybody that wants water, drinking water, it's there. Okay, next on the list, evaluate employee wages. I would like to just comment a little bit about our employees that we have working here in town. Over the past month, both employees have stepped up and gone above and beyond what has been required. Both have worked more than their daily shifts. They just don't go home and forget about it. And sometimes they won't even go home. Jay. They will
I've been
work
there
all night. I know the first few nights of this thing that Jay and I both, we didn't get any sleep because we couldn't leave. We were concerned over a ditch that was getting ready to flood. And we didn't want it to flood. And if there had been a stick in that culvert up there, it would flood. We were within just a few inches, very few inches, of it running over the bank. And if it would have reached the bank, this side of town would have been flooded. Because it would have cut that bank out in a matter of just minutes. I don't know if anybody was up there looking, but that bank was nothing but soggy mud. It was just, you could shake the bank. It was just ready to rupture any minute. It was a scary situation. We did not want to have any more damage than what was already occurring. I talked with a gentleman out of Laurel that said that he didn't know what we paid Jay, but that Jay could start the job in Laurel at $24 an hour.
No?
Now,
It's not allowed.
I thought that was like the thing, sorry.
Sorry.
I started joining.
I know that it's up to the council to decide how we do this. I would look, because both individuals in the past year have really stepped up. And I would like to see a $2 an hour raise for both of them. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think it's the least we can do. Jay's come through many, many times. For me personally, in the town as well. Lacey, she's been very informative. Anytime I have questions, she's letting us know. They work their ass off. I think minimum we do is $2. Pardon my French for all this, by the way.
The other thing I look at is, in today's world now, it's not uncommon to see an employee get vultured from one company to another, one small business to another, and when people look out and go to manage that whole nightmare, you're probably gonna get some phone calls or a text saying, hey, we'd entertain you. So we'd be idiots to start all over fresh, especially in the clerk world and in the midst of everything we're going through. And we finally got a guy that's savvy on everything in the town. Starting all over, we've been through that hell for off and on for the last 6 years. Consistency is gonna be something that's gonna get us through the following time, so without a doubt, I second that.
Bill, what do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Well, if you
When do I hire?
Does everybody know that we're down to just me and him again?
That sucks.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
We do
We're
know.
running on
For
team
you.
of two.
We're, yeah,
The-
back to Lacey and Jay.
We lost Brent during the flood.
You got
So-
lost away?
Yeah, pretty
Can
much.
there be a schedule of like when Lacey's in the office, the like days that she's here and
If
days
we-
that she's
Well, I'm
out?
trying
It'd
to
be
do
great
that,
if
but
she
nobody
almost,
pays
like,
attention to
So
it.
there's so many random things that come up through the week where we gotta pull her out. I mean, it would be great, I totally agree, because I mean, there's certain times when I'm off work. Say if I even gotta catch up, I totally agree on if we could have a set schedule. When we got 3, it's a little bit easier, because then we can have 2 in the field, or at least horse trade out somebody that can be in there.
Well, I
No,
have
we're down
it
to 2.
in the shadow box as Monday through Thursday till noon on Thursday, and then mow Thursday afternoon and Friday, but now everything is just, I don't
Are
even
you
know
guys
anymore.
putting out an advertisement for another city employee?
And
Or is
that's
it
something
not
we
budget?
need to definitely look at, yes.
So if you know anybody,
that's
send them
something-
up here.
But right now, we need to look at, are you guys agreeable with the $2 an hour raise? Retroactive to the 1st of July?
Sure.
That cost of living, that's not even touching it.
I know.
Gotta keep up with the dollar.
Yes, that's true.
There's a lot less stress there.
And you don't have to run a backhoe either.
And I like their chicken nuggets.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, if we
Okay.
need a motion, I'll make it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve a $2 an hour rate increase for both Lacey and Jay, retroactive to the 1st of July of this year. All in favor?
Alright.
Now, yes, that's something we do need to look at as far as getting somebody else in advertising for that position.
Especially now, that it would have been fine, I think. It would have been fine until we got so behind with all this. Now we use Swatter. No,
Yeah, we're dealing with something we've never seen.
it's always something.
Okay, next up is our town attorney, and he was supposed to be here tonight, and he was gonna give us, bring a gentleman from the college that was gonna give us a class on town government. We have to vote on what type of government we have. We're supposed to do it every 10 years. They don't know exactly when that was last done. So it's something that needs to be done, and then it has to be voted on in the
Who's
general.
that guy? How come we can't get him to drive from Billings to Fromberg? Do we need to give him $50 worth of gas money?
Well,
I'll go pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, I come back from Billings every day, and he can ride with me.
here's the text he sent me, and I'll read it to everybody. It says, "Hey Tim, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just juggling. I may have to be in Millstone for a contested case at the school board meeting Thursday night. I've been trying to mediate a resolution for a couple of weeks and I'm not sure yet what will happen. Is there something in particular at this meeting I can help?"
He said the meeting.
How
long have I been here?
Justified budget.
Can help.
I've seen the house.
Okay.
Justified with paying.
Also, Dan Clark is available to provide a systems of government training during the afternoon or evening of August 23rd, 24th, or 25th. He said we should set aside 3 hours or so, and the cost is $500 plus expenses, which is mileage. I can make any of these days work if you want to coordinate with the council. I would recommend setting it as a special board meeting so it's the only thing on the agenda. So, is that something you guys would like to have him come and do next month? At the end of next month? Or should we put it off for a couple, 3 months to get caught up.
Sooner than later.
That's okay.
Let's get it done now. That's what I think, sir.
Uneducated as we are at this point.
Because this will be, I think, an eye-opener for a lot of people. That when I talked with him about doing this, we didn't want to just jump in and make a resolution to bring it up for a vote.
And status quo.
Yeah, we wanted everybody to know what we're doing. We want everybody to be a part of what we're looking at. And since we just missed our election, then it'll be in a year and a half that this will come up for a vote. So we need to kind of look at what our options are. Would it be worth the $500 to do that?
I think so.
I think so too. So what date would you guys like to see it?
So we've got the August 23rd, 24th, and 25th to choose from.
Yes.
What days are those?
I have it from March.
23rd is Tuesday.
Tuesday,
24th.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And is that open to everyone or just
Yes.
us?
Open meeting.
It'll be an
Okay.
open meeting to everybody.
For me, is the 25th available?
Yes,
25th on a
that would be Thursday.
Thursday, I
Yeah.
Thursday.
That, I can do that.
Well, it's good for you boys.
Okay.
25th.
Okay.
Okay, so let's set it up for the 25th.
What time? Or do we have to find that out?
That's 3 hours, do you say?
Yes, 3 hours.
So-
Special meeting,
So 6 through
6 to 9
Yeah.
or?
6 to 9? It's hard for me to get
It
here.
says
any
during the
earlier than
afternoon.
6.
Okay, well, let's just tell him if we're gonna pay him $500, he should come when we want it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let's make it the 25th at 6 o'clock. Then would you let the attorney know to set it up that way? Okay.
So
And then
he's got,
sometime before that, I will try to get it out there.
so he's got a little bit more than a month to come up with an excuse why he can't meet.
Okay, well, that sounds like a plan. We can't change it unless we have a plan, so that's the plan. Okay. Open topic on flood issues. Tina, let's hear from you a little bit on where we're at with the food and meals and things like that. And just kind of let everybody know that we have moved from the school to the Methodist Church and look and see where we're at with that.
Okay, so we're doing dinners. We have today through Friday scheduled. They wanted to close down for Jim Bridger days, and then Sunday and Mondays, just so that we actually have time to recoup, which doesn't happen. And then so far we have scheduled